Previously on Marvel's Midnight Suns.
What does Dr. Banner have to say about that?
Can't get an answer from him. He's gone off the grid. AWOL.
Count on it. What is on your mind, Robbie?
Fear, anxiety, doubt, you know, a bunch of feel-good thoughts and feelings about where this team is headed.
Why is that?
Wanda is gone, and all calls to Banner are going straight to voicemail. Everyone's on edge about it, and that puts me on edge, you know?
I am on edge as well.
You? On edge? You seem so...
Calm and collected?
You left out cool. You know, I can't help thinking. The Avengers are so preoccupied with reaching Banner. But I bet no one would notice if I took off and joined Hydra or just, I don't know, disappeared.
Robbie, everyone here would notice, including me.
I'm not so sure about that.
I am. If you were to fall off the map, I would toil day and night to find you.
Yeah. I guess you are pretty stand-up that way.
I try.
Well, I guess I should go find Peter. See if he wants to chill. Might take my mind off things, you know?
That is a good idea.
See you around.
So, Hunter, don't let this go to your head, but I think you're okay.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I see you trying to make me feel included, and I thought I should take a moment to thank you for not leaving me out. Caretaker makes me feel like a child sometimes, but you don't, so, thanks.
You are most welcome, Nico. It is an honor to fight by your side.
Honor? Oh, man. Listen, Hunter, don't take this the right way because I totally appreciate the compliment, but you really need to drop the formality and loosen up before Magic starts calling you a boomer.
Boomer?
It's slang for ancient, outdated one who caused all of our problems.
That describes me exactly.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try and forget that you said that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I see you making an effort to not make me feel like a complete reject, and I appreciate that. I need all the allies I can get on this apocalyptic reality show because I do not want to get voted out of this abbey or off this world.
Reality show? Vote?
Just try and not get eliminated, Hunter.
Blade, can we speak in private?
Is it about the chore wheel? Because I'm not swampy.
No, it is not about that.
Good. Everyone knows how I feel about dish duty.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
No. Hell no.
I thought you were close with Magic.
I am. That's why I won't do it. I told Nico and I'll tell you. Magic skims the last chapter of a mystery before starting the book. The woman does not like surprises.
Do you know why she dislikes surprises?
Does she need a reason? That's how she is.
It sounds like she would want to know about the party.
Might not go over well with Nico, but Magic would appreciate it. That's your call.
Is there anyone else who could help prep for the party?
Outside the Midnight Suns? That Parker kid has way too much energy. May as well put it to good use.
Thanks, Blade.
For what? Kid's annoying. You'd be doing me a favor by keeping him off my back. Do half vampires need sunblock? Can your fangs drain a cream-filled cake? If we bite each other, would we have the same powers? It just It never ends.
Do you have time to speak in private?
Are you firing me? Am I getting fired?
No. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I panicked. Sure. Let's talk.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
Really? She asked for me?
She asked for you by name.
I guess I made a good first impression. I usually don't. I always thought it was the mask. No eyes or mouth means you have to rely on body language for context.
So, is that a yes?
Sure. I'm the new guy. I get it. How can I pitch in?
She needs help decorating the party room.
I can tape balloons to the ceiling while standing on it. I am so in.
We need to talk.
Yes?
We should speak in private.
Just what I need. Intrigue. Lead the way.
Nico is planning to throw you a surprise birthday party.
And why do you tell me this?
I heard you hate surprises. I figured you would want to know.
Thank you for revealing this to me. Did she say how many people?
Just the Midnight Suns. Also Spider-Man.
Small crowd.
What now?
What else? I survived the party.
I trust your analysis of that gamma bullet is going smoothly.
It's going, but I'm not.
Oh?
I was this close to getting Faustus to spill his guts. This close. Then friggin' poof! Crossbones turns his ass to ash with his magic bullet. Our forces are strained enough trying to keep up with Hydra. We could have used his intel.
We will prevail without whatever Hydra's secrets Faustus had tucked away in his head.
Well, we don't really have a choice now, do we? God, I would have loved to have had the chance to interrogate that bastard. I had been waiting so long to get some one-on-one skull-pounding time with him. What a waste. Speaking of crushing Hydra skulls, I'm pretty sure Caretaker is waiting for you at the table with another mission. Let me know if you want me to join on whatever errand she sends you on. I could use some demon-pounding time. Release some of the pent-up aggression I was saving for Faustus.
I will let you know, Captain.
Carol. Call me Carol.
As if the people of New York didn't have enough problems, scattered reports of Hydra activity are coming in from across the 5 boroughs. We'll head to the highest concentration first, and take it from there. We've done it. Excellent work.
Why is it that for every one of these sites we take out, it seems like 2 more appear in their place?
Patience. Hydra certainly lives up to their name.
I've hunted an actual Hydra. That was easier.
Easier than this. I live up to my name, too. Hell of a price Crossbones put on your head, Runt. Too bad he never said it had to stay attached to your body. Well, too bad for you.
Big words for a dead man. You got one thing right today, Sabretooth. Heads are definitely about to roll.
Oh, look. Another mangy stray.
You smell wrong.
Compared to him?
Good point.
Now I get to kill 2 Runts with 1 claw. Maybe I should be paying Hydra.
quick.
What the hell are you doing?
Not much of a hunter, are you? You'd fit right in with Logan and the rest of Xavier's housebroken little pets. Now hold still, pup. This is gonna hurt.
Nifty trick. Don't think he was expecting that thing around your neck to bite back.
Can he heal from that too?
Don't know. But I'm gonna make sure he doesn't.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
Can't heal. Have to keep going.
You'll do.
It sounds like you had some unexpected visitors out there.
Those two beasts came out of nowhere. Who were they?
Victor Creed and James Logan Howlett. But I'm sure they'd prefer to go by their current aliases.
Sabretooth and Wolverine. Those two have been at each other's throats for decades.
Wolverine? Then he is a werewolf? I did not sense that from either of them.
Because they are mutants. Like me.
You are like them?
I will not be howling at the moon anytime soon, Hunter. It affects us all in different ways.
There are some things you'll need to become familiar with in our post-atomic world, Hunter. Mutants being a big part of that.
A blessing or a curse in the blood, depending on who you ask. I can explain further if you must know.
In the meantime, I need to look into what's happening in New York. Wolverine is an honorable man, if a bit rough around the edges. Sabretooth, on the other hand, is a homicidal maniac. The fact that he's got his sights set on you is definitely not good news.
Wait, you know Logan?
Who do you think first told me about you? You'd be surprised how many people have found their way into these woods over the years, and once they do, they tend to find a way back. I doubt this is the last we have seen of either of them.
Wonderful.
Logan and I are not exactly best friends or anything. He's more my brother, Piotr's friend. Like I said earlier, we're all mutants. Not to freak you out or anything.
I know nothing of mutants.
Mutants are awesome. Unfortunately, a lot of people disagree. There's this constant Homo sapien versus Homo superior talk, but it's so tiresome. We just want to live in peace, you know?
It sounds like a complicated existence.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
So you and these other mutants, you all know each other from Russia?
Hardly. We're all part of the X-Men. I mean, not currently. But I guess once you're an X-Man, you're always an X-Man.
Just like a midnight sun.
I guess so.
And this Sabretooth, he is a mutant. Does that make him an X-Man as well?
Definitely not an X-Man. He and Wolverine go way back. Who knows what their feud was originally about. I doubt they can remember either.
He has been tracking us for a bit. He was the presence I sensed at the docks.
Are you sure it was him and not something else?
Yes, I am sure.
Yeah, he's a tough psychopath to forget. He's nasty. And I don't just mean his smell.
Having Sabretooth wrapped up in all of this is another headache we don't need. I can only hope Logan handles him swiftly, before he causes too much trouble.
How much do you trust this Logan person?
Quite a bit, actually. He's a bit prickly, but he's dependable.
Exactly how dependable?
I would trust Logan with my life, the same as you.
That is quite a bit of trust. I am surprised you have never spoken of him before.
Logan is a good man, but he follows his own path. After this, I may not see him again for several more decades.
I suppose there is nothing more to do but wait. I have a feeling we will be seeing more of Logan and Sabretooth.
Oh, I'd count on it.
Who did you want me to meet?
Hunter of the Abbey, may I formally introduce you to the Hellride. I always like to show her to all my friends, and just realized that we've been so busy beating back your mom's forces, I haven't had a chance to give you an up-close look at her. Gorgeous, right? Even without the extra hell sauce, she's a beast.
She is one of a kind. As are you, Robbie.
Thanks, Hunter. You always make me feel like, I don't know, like I'm part of this whole thing. Don't get me wrong, I love Nico and the rest of the Sons like family. But, well, sometimes I feel more like invisible by day, rattling chains by night. Know what I mean?
You are not a ghost to me, Robbie.
Maybe not. But I have a feeling the two of us are gonna haunt the armies of Lilith anyway.
Is the Abbey like a summer camp?
What is a summer camp?
I see them in movies. Nico says they are real places. In summer camp movies, people live in the woods and act comedically. There is always strangeness in the background, like hippie aliens, hockey killers, or Cold War espionage with insulting Russian caricatures.
You describe a whimsical sort of strangeness. The Abbey always felt darker than that.
Way to bring down the room, Hunter.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's usually what I do. You're right about the darkness to this place. Comparing the two, I'd feel safer in Limbo.
Hey Hunter, Parker and I cooked something up and we think you should be a part of it. Oh, you know, if you're free.
I could be free.
Right on. Then let's head over to the shop and... oops. Almost spoiled the surprise. Tell you what, if you come with me, just for a bit, I promise we won't waste your time.
All right. Where are we headed?
Oh, it's not too far. I can't wait till you see it.
Hey, you made it!
Told you.
You want to give the rundown, or should I?
I got this. Welcome to the shop.
What is this place?
For me, it's a piece of home away from home.
Quite a setup. What need does it fulfill?
All kinds. Usually, I work on the Hellride, and Parker tinkers with his web gadgets. And as we do, we brainstorm ideas of what we could work on together.
You call it the shop, but I see nothing for sale.
That's the beauty. For me, it's an auto shop. For Parker, it's a workshop. We're both wondering what it's going to be for you.
There must be a reason you do this here instead of the Forge.
2 reasons. Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. We wanted a place with good vibes and less bickering. Where we could focus on a project without the smartest men in the world telling us how to do it better. The shop is where you work things out for yourself.
I understand why the two of you are here, but why invite me?
Caretaker always described you as someone who worked with their hands. You made things. You did the work. So we want to make things with you. Help you do the work.
You two are so thoughtful. Where do I start?
Wherever you want. Why not let Parker give you a quick rundown on our current project? After that, we'll close up the shop.
All right.
It's all pretty neat, huh? There's not enough here to give you a tour, but I did want to show off our first project. Don't have a name for this yet, but if you run into Eddie again, Venom, we think this could give you an edge. When we fought Eddie, the symbiote reacted strongly to your presence. It noticed something about you and tensed up. Our project takes advantage of this.
This project of yours, what does it do?
Our first prototype dulls your presence around the symbiote. Makes you harder for Eddie to notice.
So, symbiote muffler?
Ha! It is now. The other prototype will help if you're ever caught in Eddie's tendrils. It blasts a distracting subsonic pulse that should give you time to both fight your way out and hit him with a counter.
Like your zingers that keep him distracted?
You know, Robbie and I should let you name all our projects. Then we need to miniaturize it so it fits in your suit. But we can have it ready pretty quick.
I look forward to seeing it in action.
I knew you'd be into this. We are going to make so many weird things together. Oh yeah, I can scrounge enough components to finish this project, but if there were more, we'd have more options. I'll put together a list and send it to your Spark. Bring what you can next time you're here.
All right.
So, how'd it turn out?
Better than expected.
Sick. So, that's the shop. What do you think?
You and Parker have outdone yourselves.
Then think of what the three of us can do. I'll give you a heads up before shop class meets again.
Shop class?
Right. That's what we're calling our time here. See you then.
Been watching the way you handle yourself out there, Hunter. You're not bad. I was thinking maybe it's time you and I compare moves.
Moves? As in combat?
More like a friendly competition.
A friendly competition, you say?
Well, recently resurrected teammate competition has less of a ring to it.
The feeling is mutual, Blade.
How about we just fight already?
Before we begin, is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, anything goes. Just don't touch the shades. Now, you want to say it or me?
Say what?
Ding ding.
Blade, what is it?
Caught a scent around the Abbey that doesn't belong. It's faint, not enough for anyone else to notice, but it hit me again tonight. How's that dog of yours when it comes to tracking? You two up for a little hunt?
I am sure Charlie could help. And I might be useful too.
After you.
That looked like...
some kind of jacked up shadowhound. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we just found the Barghest. But it can't be.
The what?
The Barghest. Legendary demon dog of the old country. Kind of thing you'd hear stories about around the campfire.
A shadowhound could easily be mistaken for a spirit, but how would it have gotten here?
Good question, but we're not gonna find the answer tonight. Let's head back before Caretaker locks the doors on us.
Ready to head to the Emo Kids meeting?
Lead the way.
And the Emo Kids are back for another deep dive into the night of your death.
When can we start?
Soon. Strange asked to lead tonight's meeting. He's prepping the... I don't know what exactly. It involves a lot of weird math. while he's preparing his, the theorems, I guess? You should talk to Magic. She'll explain how we use ingredients.
You already provided ingredients, so it was pointless for Nico to send you. To make up for this, I shall tell you something of mild interest. Remember, ingredients make mystical trinkets. Excess trinkets go to you. I will provide a new list for the next meeting. Check your spark tomorrow. Enough about ingredients. I said more words than strange. Has he prepared yet? I have plans for after.
What plans?
Solitary plans.
All my preparations are complete. And now for a thorough explanation of this week's delicate divinations. However, Miss Minoru insisted I provide a summary, if you request it.
I want to know exactly what you will do to me.
Wonderful. Our previous attempt to tease out your missing memories was limited by the ritual's pentagonal fundaments.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the concept of a hypercube?
What?
No matter. A hypercube is far too simplistic. We must turn to the humble pentaract. More precisely, a decaturonic inversion of the ritual framework. This shall augment the recovery of your memoria absentis.
Sure.
I've completely lost you, haven't I?
Perhaps you could give me the summary.
We do the same as before, but this time we zap you with more mystical power.
That is it?
That's it. Shall we begin?
Go ahead.
Where do your memories last leave off?
I was running through the Abbey grounds.
Good. Now, focus. And now, wake your mind from slumber.
I burst into the clearing, expecting an army. Instead, I find her. She sits at the center of a muddy circle. For a moment, I wonder if she sleeps.
Tell us, Hunter. Tell us who you see.
I see the mother of demons, herald of the manifold dream. She who tends what dwells beneath. I see Lilith. I see my...
What's happening here?
What, you got a spidey sense, too?
I was taking a walk. I heard the chanting.
Crap, I messed up the binding formula.
As I most definitely told you, lemon-scented is no replacement for actual lemon.
What exactly is going on?
The Hunter's resurrection, though miraculous, was incomplete. We're attempting to restore a rather crucial set of memories.
How Hunter killed Lilith the first time.
You're not mad, are you?
I'm not mad. But next time you do this, I'd like to observe.
Of course! Next time.
We should have invited her.
Quiet, you.
You are definitely making progress. How are you feeling?
I am fine.
About Caretaker? We never invited her because it seemed cruel to make her relive your death.
I would have preferred to spare her the details, but now she knows.
You're right. If we can't figure out how you defeated Lilith the first time, there's little chance it could happen again. I'll speak with her before the next meeting, smooth things over. And with that, we're done for the day. You leaving?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
In the next episode.
What, your ego? You'll need a taller tower.
Oh, coming from the man who literally calls himself Supreme.
Incoming hypergun ships. We're being completely overrun.
No additional effort required. I can absolutely do that.